The issue for all women, and I'll say this specifically to Black women, is yes, you're right. You probably had experiences where there were some men that were turned off because you had a certain type of job. A lot of men, I can't speak for your personal experience, but a lot of men are not actually turned off by the job or even the type of job. They're turned off by the traits that are often associated with those women. The behavioral traits that sometimes comes with women that has very demanding schedules, demanding jobs, demanding fields, is that they're highly disagreeable, that they are a little rough around the edges. They assume because I look good that I'm still feminine. Because I get my nails done, I'm still feminine. Because my hair and I got my makeup on, I still let a man lead. Well,
Wrapping a pig in a blanket is still a pig in a blanket. What's going on, family? This is your boy Say One's History. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you're updated for all cool new content that's coming out. I'm not going to hold you guys. We're going to get into it as always. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, so before we even get started with this first video, I just want to ask all the men out there that have been stepfathers before. Have you ever heard this before? I'm just curious.
Yo. Dang, bro, you don't knock?
Talk to mama told you to clean his room.
My mom told me to clean his room. Alright. Man, whatever. I'm my dad anyways.
Hey, you want to take the trash out, brother?
You can take the trash out. Talk about some trash. You my dad. God, bro, these joints just came out. They look so tough. Yo, 13. These new Jordans just came out. I gotta have these.
How much are it?
They want 80, but with tax, they're like 200.
I ask him.
What you mean?
Go ask your real daddy. Every time I ask you to do something, you ain't my dad. You look out like your mama. Stand up on business. Go ask your real daddy. Chunk.
Hey, I'm going to just tell you right now, I know this is a skit, but that man has been waiting for that opportunity for months, if not years, to say something like that. On top of that, too, men in this space always say it. Being a stepfather is a thankless job. And I know because I used to be one. So I'm telling you from experience, don't do it. It's a waste of time. The buns may be good. You know, you may think it's a situation where it's not that big of a commitment. You know, you just buying some time, but what you're really doing is wasting time. Don't do it. It's not worth it. All right, so I don't want to spoil it too much on the clip that we're about to review, but it seems like what this man is about to talk about, he just went through, because he seems like he's fuming a bit and he wants to talk about it. So without further ado, let's get into it.
If you a woman and you apply for a job and you circled yes to I can lift 50 pounds and I can bend and squat like I need to complete the job's task, you don't need to get on the job asking me to do anything for you. Oh, because it's too heavy and you know you a man. I don't care. That's what your man for. And he not here.
He got a point there, ladies. I mean, this is what you've done. You put yourself in a situation where men don't want to do anything for you. I'm sorry, it is what it is. On top of that, too, he probably got a woman or a wife that he wants to go home to and support and take care of. He's not going to do his job. And then on top of that, your job, too, because I'm pretty sure there's a requirement for, you know, how many stocks and how many things you're supposed to be moving. It sounds like they're in a warehouse. So it sounds like he's doing double the work. His wife wants his attention. What if he comes home all tired because he's doing a double load? Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Men are not doing that. I'm sorry, ladies. You effed it up. Those days are over.
I've had enough. Everybody go to your room. Wait. Why did you look at him? It looks like you think Axel is above me.
Only in looks, intelligence, charisma, and personality.
What about Dad? I don't see Dad.
Fine. And Dad. Right up there with me and above you three who are listed here in a random order.
That's not right. That goes above you.
What? Well, no, he doesn't.
That was my understanding.
Wait, you think that? You think Dad goes above me? Hey, Mike, your kids have the crazy idea that in the hierarchy of this house, you're in charge.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, you agree with that? You think that's accurate?
I don't know. I just got home. It's not inaccurate. See? That's what I said.
What? Why? What, because he's a man and I'm a woman? Why would you think he's in charge?
Well, he's scarier. And he pays the bills and stuff.
Okay, first of all, we are equally scary. We're equal in everything. We are equal. Just look at the chart.
You made a chart?
I'm always last.
You're not always last.
I am too. Whenever you write a card, you sign it Mike, Frankie, Axel, Sue, and Brick. I'm sick of being and Brick.
I told you, it's a random order.
Random order my ass. Look, God, man, woman, child. God, man, woman, child. Why is this so hard? I mean, the military has a chain of command. If you go to any government jobs have chain of commands. Governments have chain of commands. Hold on, let me think. I don't know. The angels in heaven have a chain of command. Why wouldn't it be the same way in a family? A family should have a chain of command. And guess what? It does. God, man, woman, child. I for whatever reason, and I've noticed this in women in general, they always want to dirty up the playing field and say, "Oh, we're equal. It depends. It's this. It's not that way. It's this way in my house. It doesn't go this way." What are you talking about? Look, if it is another way in your house, it may work for you. I mean, there may be some type of, way that you guys work it, but essentially, ladies, you are out of order. And it's weird to me because women are the ones that are going to church the most, but they can't seem to grasp this simple concept that's actually in the Bible. And I just noticed that women are really about their feelings, and I know that they go to church for the communion and the fellowship and to praise, but men also go to church as well too. Not as much as women, I will admit, but that's because it's a lot of times being ruled over by the women. And when you have that, the structure of what the church is supposed to be gets messed up. Now you have this pseudo religion, this pseudo Christianity, this pseudo Catholicism, where it's like, oh, well, maybe, this person is in charge, or maybe a woman can lead. Oh, it depends. No, God was never about confusion. He was never about confusion. He always said there was an order to things. Bottom line. All right, I'm smiling because this one is for all the black people in the comments here. So for all the black people, I need you to come up to the front of the congregation. I need to have a really quick talk with y'all. Yeah. Have any of y'all ever went through this before?
Okay, so I got you on camera. Please say it one more time, because ain't nobody gonna believe this. Why can't I get my house? Why can't I get my house?
I prefer no camera, but what I'm reading here is that in 2000 that there was a eviction.
In 2000, ma'am, I was born in 98. That would have made me 2 years old. So how do I have an eviction when I was 2?
Listen, I do understand that there are just several factors that we look at here, and there with the eviction, and then there's a repo in 2008. I'm not.
Ma'am, I would have been 10 years old. Oh wait, so me and my girlfriend trying to get a house so I can move out of my mama house. So I'm trying to see. So mama, please explain to me. Please.
First and foremost, calm your voice down while we in this room here.
But mama, please explain to me how I got an eviction. How do I have an eviction when I was 2?
I don't think you understand, ma'am. And while you over here trying to judge me and everything like that, reading off everything, you don't know what happened to us. Okay?
Your frustration.
But ma'am.
Shame. Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you.
Moms, y'all need to be ashamed of yourself. You know you be doing this. You know you be doing this, messing up your child's credit before he even get a chance. Come on now. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. Let's stop that. Let's stop doing that. For real. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get into an unpleasant truth about dating overseas. Yes, you've heard it. And it's actually called LDR, which is long distance relationships. So I'll tell you this. As a man who has married a woman overseas, if you are dating a woman overseas and she asks you to send money, don't. I will repeat it again. If she is asking you to send money overseas, don't. Women who really care about you and want to be with you are going to want to be around you for you. If you go and see her, you build a connection, you build a relationship, even then, she shouldn't be asking you to send money to her. My wife has never asked me to send money to her. Okay? Now, have I done stuff because she's my wife? Yes. But in the beginning stages, no. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and watch these videos and just keep your head on a swivel, gentlemen. Let's get it.
You tell your American boyfriend to send more money so we can stock up on our store.
I already did, Mama. He is sending me his pension.
We need roofing next. Say a typhoon is coming, even if it's just wind from the karaoke.
Don't worry, Mama. He already sent extra. I told him our Wi-Fi blew away.
Wow.
One day, that foreigner will realize this whole store was built on lies.
Not today, Mama. He just sent me another 10,000 pesos.
I know this was AI and this was a skit, but I have heard of men actually doing stuff like this. And I will be one of the first men to tell you that everything ain't sweet overseas. You know, you got your bad apples just like you do in the States. It is what it is, really. But with that being said, and, you know, I hate to keep on quoting Jay, but it's the truth. He said this, and I want to give him credit for it. There's more pee over in the States than there is here. And I still do believe that, you know. So I think anywhere you go, you're going to always have some bad apples. But I really do believe that you'll have a better chance at finding what you're looking for in the Philippines and other places. So it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know if this is a skit or if this is real, but I can tell you this much. This is a real scenario. And guys get their hearts broken when they actually see stuff like this. Let's get it. peep the scene, it didn't look like she was upset with the man actually leaving and her losing that man. It looks like she was more upset and shamed, that her friends were embarrassed that she got caught in the act doing this. She was more ashamed of being the black sheep of the female pact. That is what was more important to her. And men, I'll say this to men, you have to start choosing better, and this is for myself as well. I've gotten into relationships in the past where I'm just like, you know what, we're just gonna do whatever we're doing, and whatever happens happens. And you can't think like that. You have to put yourself in a situation where you're saying, you know what, is this person good for me? Is this person going to be someone who I can see myself with long term? And then after you do that, if it's a yes, and that has to be verified, but if it is a yes, then what you want to start doing is you want to start asking those hard questions, things that your non-negotiables. You want to start talking about kids. You want to start talking about finances. You want to start talking about living arrangements. You want to talk about all this stuff, ahead of time. Not to say that you want to get into this stuff now, but you want to ask for future references so you can actually have an understanding of what you're getting yourself into before you get into it. All right, so this clip is making its rounds, and I thought, hey, you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and review this. But I thought it was powerful because this man is essentially giving women the dose of medicine that Kevin Samuels was giving them, but he's giving them it with a little bit of sugar, sweet and spice, everything nice. He's not yelling, he's not saying it in a, derogatory manner as some of the women would say that Kevin Samuels was doing. But even then, it still hurts. They don't like it. Medicine is medicine. And I want you guys to watch this. So let's get into it.
Well, you and Jasmine, are y'all, outside of you two being equal in terms of being human beings, like in terms of value, are you two equal? No, right? So if you're not equal with another woman, then you're not equal with another man. And I'm not equal with Darwin outside of the fact that our equality starts and stops, believe it or not, with our humanity. All other distinctions, our gender, our age, our experience, our skill set, there's reasons for why one person will get the job, another person will get the job. In 2025, there is nothing that you can't do in terms of employment, right? Even in terms of intense fields, physical labor fields,
we were just going
they'll
over.
lower the standards now for women so that they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be a firefighter, you don't have to have the same standard that a male firefighter has to do. If you want to be in the military, your mile won't be the mile of your male counterpart. You want to be a police officer, you name it. Field after field after field. By default, because you're in America, as a woman, you can already go and do that. The issue for all women, and I'll say this specifically to Black women, is, yes, you're right. You probably had experiences where there were some men that were turned off because you had a certain type of job. A lot of men, I can't speak for your personal experience, but a lot of men are not actually turned off by the job or even the type of job. They're turned off by the traits that are often associated with those women. The behavioral traits that sometimes comes with women that has very demanding schedules, demanding jobs, demanding fields, is that they're highly disagreeable, that they are a little rough around the edges. They assume because I look good that I'm still feminine. Because I get my nails done, I'm still feminine. Because my hair and I got my makeup on, I still let a man lead. Well,
wrapping a pig in a blanket is still a pig in a blanket. Let's keep going though.
I always look at it through the lens, does your outcomes reflect the thing that you're saying that you're doing? So an example of what I'm basically saying is when I talk to women who are struggling in the dating market and they're saying, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But I'm saying, but if all the men, your outcomes would typically be different.
So look, ladies, okay, I'll even go a step farther. I'm not going to define these traits as, like habits that may actually come with your occupation. These are spirits. These are spirits that come with your occupation. They really are, if you want to look at it from a religious sense. And men do not want to deal with that. Even furthermore, when you actually look at the market from a global scale, and this clip doesn't actually display what he talked about, but I would advise you guys to go ahead and watch the whole clip. When you look at the dating market from a global scale, women on the global scale tend to want to date white men first, black men are second, Mexican men are third, Asian men are last, and so on and so on. Okay? If you actually flip it over to the women, I believe it is either Asian or white women are first. I'm not for sure. It's Latinas, and then you also have black women, which are the very last. Now, I'm not saying that there are not exceptions to the rules, because we clearly see that there are. I even know some that I can think of off the top of my head where women that I know, good black women, have actually gotten with white men and they're fine and happy relationships and have kids. But if you look around your environment, do you see that that is the norm? No, you don't. You don't. So it tells you that that is not the norm and it doesn't happen for everyone. So if you can't get on board with a black man who knows you for the most part, hey, I'm not even going to finish my sentence. I'm just going to say it like I always say. It is what it is. All right, that is just about going to do it. Listen, man, I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Please, man, make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I know we were getting 2 out a day. Things are just getting a little bit haywire, so we're going to be trying to get 1 out every other day here from moving forward. And then within the next, like maybe 2 weeks, we'll go back to the regular schedule of like 2 a day. But with that being said, man, I appreciate you guys sticking with your boy. Thank you, and I will holler at you guys later. God bless, salute ya, and I will holler at you later. Peace, you guys. I really appreciate you guys for watching the video all the way through. But if you can do me a little itty bitty favor and hit that subscribe button, it would really help if you hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. So thank you in advance. Appreciate it.